What up, guys? With the world famous Phil DeRue here. He's one of the top strength and conditioning coaches to some of the top MMA athletes in the world, including myself.
Yes, very true.
And that's why he's here. Because today we're not gonna talk about my MMA career. We're gonna talk about my powerlifting career. And he's gonna walk us through some of the must-do mobility exercises for powerlifters.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know this, but I actually do powerlift myself. So we're gonna go ahead and run him through a basic mobility session that you would do for your lower body, for your squats and your deadlifts, all right? So this is gonna be good for after your squat and deadlift days, and it is a standalone program.
So it's additional to your training?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this wouldn't be like for your warm-up because it is gonna be intense. And it's gonna be long, so you're looking at about 30, 45 minutes of work.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Heels into the wall.
Okay.
Now, bring your butt a little bit forward more. Yep. Right there's good, right there's good. Yep. Now, from there, lift your butt slightly off the ground.
Yeah.
Good, hold that right there,
Okay.
right? Abs are on.
Yep.
Go ahead and drop your head down. Bring your hands to the side.
Okay.
Good. All right, now, we're gonna use this so you can roll it.
Okay.
Right, now, squeeze, hold on, relax it, relax. There you go. Now, squeeze.
Okay.
Good. Now, well, like I said, your hips are off the ground slightly,
Yep.
right? We're gonna go ahead, one hip's gonna go back, the other hip's gonna go forward. Good, try it, slow it down. There you go, you get the motion. The one that goes down, right, or goes back, the hip that goes back, squeeze with your adductor. When you pull it back, you're gonna activate your deep adductors, your deep internal rotators.
I've never used these in my life.
Rotate.
Can you tell?
Yeah, when you rotate, when you go ahead and rotate, or when you shift, breathe in, now blow out. Good, breathe in. There you go, that's better, you're getting it. Keep going. Good, good. Your left leg, get your left foot. Yep, that's it, good. Shift and squeeze. Try not to move too much, it's a little bit more subtle than that. Good, just focus on your hips going back and forward, or up and down. Mm-hmm. Good, keep your heel on the wall though. Don't drive with the toes. Yep. Good, it's gonna take some time, right?
I feel like I'm learning how to walk again.
Yeah. So these are usually like 2 sets of 5 each side. Doesn't take too long, it's really just to get your body moving, right? A lot of times we get stiff. We go do our squat, we go do our deadlift, you may do like a little bit of band distraction or something like that, and then you're done. But you still wanna move, like you still have to be function. You have to have function in your body, you have to be athletic. That med ball, the biggest one, yeah. And you're gonna use this and line yourself up.
Okay.
So the heel, it depends on your ankle range of motion, right? But you wanna try to drive your heel back into the wall. See that? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate towards the knee side. Okay. This helps when you have a hip shift in the squat. So if you're coming out the bottom of the squat, your hips shift.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's gonna help with the adductors.
Yeah.
So now I'm squeezing, so I'm pulling my heel into the ball and I'm pulling my knee into the ball, right? Heel is back behind. I'm gonna rotate my body. I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna use my lat, right? And I'm gonna pull like a bow and arrow, right?
Okay.
Pull, rotate, hand comes out. And as I pull forward, my adductor is gonna turn on too as well. So you got oblique on this side and rotate. And you're just gonna stay in this for a good 5 breaths. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're gonna try to rotate more and more. Squeezing the ball in the adductor, try it out. I can already see you're tilted more towards the kneeling side. So turn your hip, try to rotate your hip a little bit more.
Like this?
The other way.
Or this way?
Yep, not too much, right there, a little bit subtle, yeah, more subtle. Good, now, drive your leg in a little bit more.
When you say that you can already tell it's tilted towards one side, what does that mean? Is it bad?
No, it's not bad. I mean, a lot of times it's because you have one leg behind you, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But you want to utilize your adductor to try to stabilize and I guess maintain a neutral hip balance.
I see.
Okay? Good, and now squeeze, pull, 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 into my hand, into my hand, into my hand.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. Now rotate. Good, squeeze. Good, keep rotating. Good. Good, rotate the upper body, keep going. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There you go. One more. Big breath in. Squeeze. Good, relax. There you go.
Crap in like 20 places.
Yeah. So again, with your obliques,
Yeah.
the main thing that we like to do this for is for that hip shift in the squat, right? So if you're shifting away from one side to the other, you want to use that leg that's up, that's weak. You can strengthen up the adductor to, again, neutralize the squat, right? And it's a good way to turn muscles on, right? You're also working on range of motion and rotational range of motion, right? Because we lose that too as well, get stiff, rigid, especially in the T-spine. And we'll do that for the upper body mobility day, but this also gives you everything that you need. So this can be good to do for a full body day, and this can be good to do after a deadlift or a squat day. What we're gonna do is let's go down to the ground, okay? And you're gonna go in a quadruped position. So hands and knees. Lock in, head down just a little bit. Good, now everything's in neutral position. Abs are tight, right? That little abs you have right now. All right, so what we're gonna do is, I want you to go ahead one knee only, right? You're gonna drive the knee up towards the chest first, okay? So drive the knee up towards the chest, get full range, good, hold position there. And then what you're gonna do is drive the knee out like a fire hydrant. So you pull it out, good, hold that right there. And then you're gonna rotate, so bring it all the way back behind you, good. Drive in, squeeze the glute, good. Then bring it back the other way, all the way through to the side, good. Back in and back down, okay? Let's do that. Go ahead and do 5 repetitions, nice and slow. So you're gonna start up here, right? You here?
Yeah.
Now right from here, right, we wanna drive here, right there, and then come back in.
Oh, okay.
Boom, out.
I see.
Yep, right?
So I'll go like this, bring it out, bring it up, drive in, come in.
Yes, better, better. Yep. Now there's a progression to that, which would be standing, right? Just any progression. So now when you're doing it standing, let's try it on the other leg. It makes it harder. You're gonna screw your foot in. You gotta lock the glute on this side. And what you're gonna do is stay tall. This knee's gonna come up and get as tall as you can. You're not bending at the knee, right? So again, we're eliminating compensation. Squeeze the quad on this side, squeeze the glute on this side. Drive up to as high as you can. You don't want to drive this all the way out. So a lot of times you see this, but we're going to get to the end range. Once we get to the end range, you're squeezing this glute, then we're going to internally rotate. This one's the hardest one. See how I'm shaking already?
Yeah.
So squeeze the glute. You're going to drive back now. So now you got hip extension, internal rotation. You're going to drive in, hip extension, still squeezing the glute. Don't lose it here.
Yeah.
So you want to get into this open scissor. You want to draw the rib cage down.
Yeah.
Squeeze the glute, squeeze the quad, coming in. And then you reverse the process. Come back up, all the way, bring it back in, and then back down. That's one. Okay. All right, let's try it out. We're gonna go ahead, plant our foot down on the ground. You're gonna squeeze the floor just like you would when you're squatting, right? So you're gonna grab the ground with your foot, get some external rotation, right? And then you're gonna squeeze your glute, lock your quad down. You'll grab a rack, or you can grab a wall, something like that. That's just gonna keep your balance, right? You wanna draw your rib cage down and stack your rib cage over your pelvis, right? So you don't wanna be open like this, right? You don't wanna be here either.
Okay.
So we're just gonna stack, stay neutral, good posture, right? From here, the outside leg is gonna come up, full flexion. So you're squeezing the glute. Here, come on. Good. Glutes on.
Yep.
Good. Draw the rib cage down. You can take your other hand, make a fist, and squeeze your fist, because you're going to cause what's called a radiation.
Okay.
So you're locking your entire body down and stabilizing everything but the joint that's actually moving.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So drive the knee up first. Good. Now hold it right there. Now you see how when you come up, right, you want to come in a little bit more. Right there is good.
Oh.
Okay, so see how it locks right there?
Just
Right?
with that 1 inch makes it like so much more
Yep.
tense there.
And when you find a range that is very hard to get into, or you try to rush through that range,
Yeah.
you have to stay in that range.
Gotcha.
The reason why is because we have to get strong there. So when you rush through a range or you rush through a movement,
Yeah.
it's usually because you're not stable and you're not strong.
I see.
So we want to make sure that we can spend some time in that range.
Okay, spend some time.
Spend some time in there. Have some good memories with it.
Okay.
Right? Hold it right there. Yeah, there you go.
It's just shaking. My leg's just moving on its own.
Yep. Now, slowly, you're going to externally rotate, bring it out. Good. Hold. Squeeze the glute. Glutes on.
Yep.
Good. Now, let me see your hips. Turn your hips a little bit more.
This?
See that?
Okay.
Now, drop it up a little higher.
Oh.
Good. Push it to my hand a little bit more.
Oh.
Hold. Now you got glute med on right here, right?
What that's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
All right.
Drop it up.
Oh.
Good. Hip. There. Hold it.
Okay.
Good. This is turning into a porn. Up. Good. Hold it right there. Good. All right, now internal rotation, but keep the knee up as high as you can.
Oh, my legs are fly off.
Hold right there. Hold. Good. Stay upright. Yep.
Oh,
good.
shit.
Squeeze the glute.
Okay,
Squeeze the
okay.
glute.
I forgot.
Squeeze the glute.
Okay.
Drive it up.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Keep going. Now we're gonna bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Good. This should be on now.
Yep.
Good. Hold it right there. Don't let it drop. Good.
Yep.
Drop the rib cage now.
Oh, yep, yep.
Tall.
Tall, tall.
Good. Hold. Internal rotation.
Yeah.
Yep. Drive it in. Add up.
Oh.
Squeeze the glute.
Squeeze it.
Squeezing.
Yep.
Good. All right. Don't let me push your ankle down. Right.
Oh, you're gonna be able to trust me.
Good. Turn it on.
Oh, my hammies.
Hold.
My hams.
Hold. Good.
Oh, my ham's gonna cramp.
Open. Hold right there.
Oh,
Hold
my
right
hams.
there.
I got my hams gonna cramp.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Is it? Is that good?
It's
Sign
good
of
to
a
see.
true athlete.
It's
Huh?
just, well, yeah. So when you get to that full shortening range,
Yeah.
right? Right, when we get to that range, one, you're stretching out your hip flexors.
Yeah.
When you shorten that range up and you're not comfortable in that range,
Yeah.
it's gonna seize up on you. So that's how you can tell that you got to work on your hamstrings a little bit.
I see.
More, right? All right, so we're gonna go into the ankles now. And the reason why I want to do this is because and if you're not squatting in heels, right, you need to have good range of motion.
Okay.
And you should have good range of motion regardless.
No matter what, yeah.
You know, so we're gonna work on dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, right? And we're gonna load it. So we're gonna use isometrics to help with getting that foundational range and activating the muscles to allow for more range to occur, right? So you're gonna get into a full 45-degree angle here, okay?
Okay.
Now notice my heels aren't off the ground.
Okay.
So you wanna get as straight a line as possible with your heels on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. So you're getting a good stretch in the calves. Then from there, you're gonna actively drive the toes to the top of your shoe. So I'm driving my toes
okay.
up. So now I'm in the end range, and I'm trying to get more range actively with the tibialis. So tibialis anterior is activating and driving dorsiflexion in the end range. So the goal here is to activate the muscles to allow for that to occur in the end range. Okay. And then from there, as you go, let's say about 5-second hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna drive into the ground and go into the dorsiflexion. Use your calves, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna hold for 5 seconds there, full stretch, 5 seconds on the dorsiflexion actively, and then 5 seconds. So 5, 5, okay? We'll do 10 reps.
Okay.
Hips in, squeeze the glutes. Good. Now the goal also is try not to drive the toes out, so you don't want too much of that. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Because then you're gonna try to gain more range through, flaring your feet out. 5. Good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now drop the toes. Good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Toes.
4,
Top of the shoe. Top of the shoe.
1.
Drop it up. Hips in. Glutes.
So my glutes are squeezed this whole time?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to kick the butt out either, right? So you want everything straight to get more stretch at the end range, right? Drive the heels into the ground. If you kick your butt back, then you're only hitting soleus. You're not hitting gastroc too as well. All right, so everything has to be aligned, 45-degree angle.
It's crazy. It feels like I'm using all these muscles I never used before. Just like little by little.
Yep. So knees over toes, iso squat, right? I got this one from my guy Ben, knees over toes guy, and this definitely helped. Remember I had an ACL tear.
Yeah.
So my knee is stiff on days, right? And a lot of times I need to do this for 10, 15 minutes, you know, along with sled walks and stuff like that, to let my knees get acclimated to like force and to strain, right? So using these in range and isometric holds, yielding isometric holds, is gonna be good because you activate the muscles and you down-regulate any type of nociception or pain receptors because your body is comfortable now in those positions.
I see.
It knows that it's good, it's stable, it's not gonna get hurt.
Gotcha,
right?
okay.
So where's those heel wedges right here? Usually, you know, you wanna go a little bit higher sometimes.
Yeah.
But these will do for now. You wanna drive down as far as you can and just sit and hold. You're squeezing the ball, right? Usually it'd be a yoga block, so it's a little bit, you know, more in, but you can see my legs shaking right now. And I'm activating my adductors and I'm in that deep knee bend. So my knees, right, I got the anterior translation of the femurs and I'm holding, right? You're gonna hold for 10 to 30 seconds, right? And then once you're done, drop the ball, come back up.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it. Oh, that's it. Good, you just keep trying to drive that knee forward. Yeah, there it is, good. Good, don't lose it though. Keep your back nice and erect. Right, not rounding. Good, knees are way over the toes, that's good. Hold that deep position. Give me 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop the ball, come back up.
Oh!
Right?
I played professional kickball yesterday, so things are
It's a little tight, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, for me, I would like the yoga block, right? Because it doesn't take your knees too far out, right? But this is fine. And remember to actively squeeze the ball or the block if you have a yoga block, and just keep trying to drive that knee over the toe, right? That's gonna help with the teardrop, right? The vastus medialis. And again, it's gonna get the knees prepared, right? You're gonna get some fluid pumped into those joints. That's what you really want. And then right from there, you can come up and then you can start to load it, right, with a kettlebell, something like that.
Yeah.
If you get really good.
Yeah, like a goblet squat position?
Goblet squat,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. This is a hip airplanes. This is popularized by Chris Duffin and Stuart McGill. But what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna go ahead. We'll use the post for balance because I never really, like, a lot of times you find guys that really don't have the balance to stabilize. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, use the post. You can use this, and then you're gonna screw your foot in, and this glute is gonna be on. So what I'm gonna do is I want to pull this band this way.
Okay.
The goal is so you get a tactile cue to maintain external rotation on the down leg. And then you're gonna move the hip that's off the ground, right, in a, what you would say, like an unchained motion. So you're gonna keep this here and rotate out. Keep it here, rotate out. So it's internal, external rotation.
Okay.
Right? So closed chain, open chain.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Open, close. Open, close, right? And I'm just gonna use that band, like I said. Band you don't have to have, but it is good. I see a lot of times when you have tight hips, is guys and girls will get to here, and then when they open, they'll start to balance, right?
I see.
So we want to get that there and maintain that to stabilize the hip.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do that. So this knee, just right there, right? Good. Hip is back. Good. Now lean forward just a little bit more. Good. And give me some external rotation on the down leg. Good, right there. Now bring your leg back behind you a little bit more. Good. Internal rotation, I want you to drive the hip into the other hip. Yep, there it is. Now rotate out. Good, a little bit more. Good, rotate. Good, keep that knee back behind the other knee. Good, now go ahead and use your upper body. I want you to rotate up too as well. So you're gonna reach up with your hand. Yes, good. Again.
Oh man, I feel like this would be really good for basketball players.
Yeah.
Because they're always trying to like keep one foot planted, right? And
Yep.
they ask for the ball, and then when you ask for the ball, like
Yo.
as soon as you get it, you need to explode.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's good to like
That's dope, yeah.
Like being able to have a good anchor point.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And then, but still keeping the other body open and mobile to be able to like see what's going on the court.
Open that chest up. There you go, good. And you're getting there, good. More range of motion. Open it up. Nice. Oh. Now I want you to hold at the top range for 5 seconds. Open. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back in. Good. Okay, relax.
Oh, the glute that's on the ground.
Yeah. Stabilize.
It's
right?
Screaming. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a good activation.
Yeah.
And mobilization.
Yeah.
Okay. So usually you want to do 2 sets, right? Do 10 repetitions, 5-second hold on each repetition.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a long time on that one leg.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is good. Again, if you want to do it for a warm up, I would say 1 set, 5 reps, 5-second hold.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
You don't need the band, but the band helps. So
it does help. I think it gives me that cue to externally rotate and make sure I keep this leg planted while I keep the others like ready to work and open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So keep this leg there, and now rotate this one back and bend the knee.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. S guard for my jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah, I knew you.
Yeah.
I was
White
about
belt.
to say.
1 stripe white belt in the house. Right? Okay. So bring this back here. Flex it up. Good. Hold that right there.
Oh.
Bring this up here.
Yeah.
And bring this forward a little bit more. So you're at 90. Almost at a 90.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, hands in front if you can. Try to hold that position. Now, you got internal rotation and external rotation.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to give me a shin box get up. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to drive your knee into the ground. So you'll be here.
Yeah.
And you're going to come up. Boom. Squeeze your glute and drive up.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. Good. Hold. Now come down slow. Try not to plop down. Slow, slow, slow. Good. Kick your butt back.
Oh.
There you go. Good. Do it again.
Yeah, it's a core exercise too.
Yeah. You gotta maintain stability, right?
1, 2, 3.
Up. Squeeze the glutes.
Okay.
Good. And then back down. Good. Hold. Hold.
Oh.
Make it a little easier. Bring your heel back on your butt. Now go. Good. Down slow. Good. Good. Hinge, 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 hinge.
Oh, goddamn.
Good. Now, you did 3, right?
Yeah.
Usually you do 5.
Okay.
But when you get up here, right, you're gonna come here, and then you're gonna swing your leg through here, and get into the half kneeling position. Tuck, and then drive straight up. Boom, come back down, and then you rotate all the way around again. So I don't wanna hit you, but you'll be here, and come back down slow. Right?
So, you want to get here. Once you get here, you can just swing your leg around.
Yep.
Boom! On a half kneeling position.
Yep, turn it.
And you activate the dorsal tibialis, humerus, femoris.
All that.
Yep. And then,
New anatomy.
yep.
Tuck the toe in.
And then the rhomboidus toe touches. Squeeze them right there.
Earlobes and everything.
Yep, in your earlobes, make sure you dangle.
Yeah.
That's how it is there. Yeah. And then back.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, this would be hella good for jiu-jitsu, just like opening up all that.
We used to do it a lot for jizz. But like, you know, I got this one from Chris Duffy.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so this is a good one. And then what you want to do is open up. So then you would take that leg and you go into a bear sit. So this is somewhat of an FRC principle, right? We use these as iso movement preps.
Yeah.
And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and externally rotate that leg. Yep. Keep going, keep going, keep going as far as you can. You can bring your hands back behind you, give you more bounce.
Okay.
And give you more range. Just keep opening, Right, good. Now close this one down. Close that other leg down. Hold it right there. Good. Now lift the knee up. Good. Now keep pulling that back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep chest tall. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going till both knees are out to the side. Keep going. Good. Now you're opening up. See, open up. Keep the heels down. Good. Now toes flexed. Toes flexed. Good. Now try to drive the knees out as far as you can. Good. Head up, chest up. Good, hold right there. Good, now from there you would just go back to the original. So bring that knee back down. Try to widen out as far as you can. Yep. Activate it. See?
Yeah, I feel my groin opening up and stretching because my knees are pulling in both different directions.
Using the muscles to open up. Now, go ahead and drive this leg down. Internal rotation, and be active with that internal rotation. Good. Keep going. Control that motion. Control it. Good, 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 and down, right? Now, from a routine perspective, right, you would do 3 shin box get-ups, right? And then you would do 3 bear sit to 90-90, right? So you go 1, 2, 3, then switch sides.
Is this the bear sit?
That's the bear sit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Bear sit to 90-90.
I see. Ooh, damn.
And that's a hard one, and again, remember, it's all about intent. So when you get to the end range, use those muscles and tighten that thing up. So like when you get that knee down, drive with your glute. Drive that knee down into the floor. When you go with the internal rotators, you want to drive, right? Keep that going and move it forward. When you activate the muscles, it'll allow for that range of motion to occur, and you're getting an understanding of those muscles that need to be worked, because remember, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So we like to get in these crazy positions and start to activate the muscle, because if you do get in a disadvantageous position inside of squat underneath load, you need to be able to handle that load, right? And you can only handle that, 1, with good technique, and then 2, with having the muscle capacity to do so, right? And the last one, just a basic frog stretch. You know what a frog stretch is? So go ahead, get on like you're in guard, right?
Just because I'm a professional jiu-jitsu guy.
So you're
like this.
So you're in guard, not in your guard. So
See?
You're in guard. See,
That's that 5th degree white belt stuff you don't know about.
All right, so yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your heels, right? Drive them outside your hips.
That?
Yeah. Now turn your toes out as far as you can.
Okay.
Yep. And drive your knees out as far as you can. Good. Now arch your back.
Oh.
Yep. Now go ahead and come down to the ground with your elbows, so your elbows are touching the ground. Good. Now hold it right there. Now what you're gonna do here is that you can hang out here for about 1 to 2 minutes if you want to get a good stretch, but you want to actively drive your knees into the ground, right, and get some isometric tension, right? So now you're activating the adductors, right? You're gonna hold for about 5 seconds. Do that about 50% of maximal tension, right? Then from there, let it go, relax it, and then sit your butt back as far as you can, but keeping that posture.
Oh, I see. I feel it. Yeah, it almost like when I relax my adductors, it almost feels like it gives me more range of motion to push my butt back.
Well, why is that though?
Probably because the bronchialis of the cranial stretch reflex.
Bronchial cords and shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Why is it?
No, because honestly, you're getting into the end range.
Yeah.
And when your body doesn't feel stable, just like if you're walking on ice, you know, if you're not comfortable being on ice, you're gonna just freeze up. You can't really move, right? Because you don't want to fall. So when you get comfortable being on ice, or you get comfortable in those end ranges, and you're able to activate muscle, your body sends those signals and it's like, yo, I can get into deeper range because my body's prepared for this, right? You know, in the most scientific term possible. Right? Yeah. I'm a meathead for sure, don't worry. But so that one right there would be a 5-second squeeze.
Yeah.
Again, 50% effort on the squeeze, rock back, you do that 10 times, all right? And then you can go ahead and start warming up, get underneath the bar. There it is.
Every time I have a training session with Phil, it's super dope. It just takes my mind, and honestly, I think you do mobility on my mind, where you stretch my mind out and pack it with so much more information. And especially like, you know, when you're still like, when you only have one mode of training, you kind of get tunnel vision, and I'm only just doing the very specific things of powerlifting, even for a meet, like even competitive powerlifting is even different from like just regular all around powerlifting. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to be athletes. So it's good to not lose sight of that and also include all the things that we need to be a well-rounded athlete. So thank you, Phil, for coming down and training me. If they want more information, where can they find you?
More info, you can find me on my website, DaruStrong.com. My Instagram is DaruStrong, Twitter's DaruStrong, and my YouTube channel is Phil DaruStrong. So everything there. If your coach want to learn more about my methods and systems, I have a mentorship program. It's all on my website there, and then programs, all online programs. I actually have a body weight program out. It's Body Armor 2.0. It's the second edition. So it's a full body weight. So if you don't have a gym like, you don't have my man's gym like this, or the one he has at Barbell Brigade, You know, some people don't because they're not as lucky as you,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
blessed as you, I should say. You can go ahead and do some body weight training at home. So there it is.